From the Reconstruction period to the 1960s, segregation was prevalent in the United States, particularly in the South. With the implementation of the Jim Crow laws came segregation of black and white children in public schools, which led Dr. Kenneth Clark and wife Mamie Clark to conduct the Clark doll experiment, colloquially known as the doll test. The Clarks were the first African Americans to receive PhDs in psychology from Columbia.
The Clarks began by forming a hypothesis. School segregation leads to distorted self-images in the young children of color, causing them to internalize racism and stereotyping to the point where it reflects it in themselves as self-hatred. The experiment was conducted on young African American children ages 3 to 7. A total of 253 children participated, 134 coming from segregated southern schools in D.C. and 119 from integrated northern schools in New York. 4 dolls were used, 2 colored and 2 white, presented to each subject in alternating order. The dolls were identical, besides the skin color. The subjects were asked a series of questions about the dolls to test their racial perceptions. The independent variable studied that the color of the doll's skin, and the dependent variable was the subject's feeling towards the dolls.
Show me the doll that you like best or that you would like to play with.
This one.
Show me the doll that is the nice doll.
This one.
Show me the doll that looks bad.
That one.
Give me the doll that looks like a white child. Give me the doll that looks like a colored child. Give me the doll that looks like a Negro child.
This one.
Give me the doll that looks like you.
The researchers found that black children often chose to play with the white dolls over the black dolls. When the kids were asked to fill in a human figure with the color of their own skin, they frequently chose a lighter shade than their actual skin color. The children also gave the color white positive attributes such as good and pretty. On the contrary, black was attributed to being bad and ugly. The last question asked was often viewed as the worst for the children answering them. Among the subjects, 44% said the white doll looked like them, and many of the others refused to pick either doll or would begin crying and run away. Children who attended segregated schools were more likely to make these negative associations with the colored doll versus children who attended integrated schools.
The overall takeaway from the experiment was that prejudice, discrimination, segregation fostered feelings of inferiority among African American children, damaging their self-esteem and self-perception. The findings of this experiment were later used to help win the 1954 court case Brown v. Board of Education, which dealt with the legal segregation of public schools.